Hey everybody, Sean from ShawneyFood.com. On this show, we talk about food that you can make for yourself, your family, or your friends. I'm talking about spaghetti carbonara today, coming up next. Well, we're ready to go here. Spaghetti alla carbonara. I love that dish. I had that several times when I was over in Italy a few months back. Didn't want to come home. I just loved it over there. I don't know if you've ever been over there, but if you haven't, you definitely should go. Some great food over there, because a lot of the food that they make over there, they don't have the chemicals that they, unfortunately, they put in the food here. And you really notice it in the cheese, the dough, the pastas. I never had really a bad meal when I was over there, so it was really good. But let's take a look at the history of carbonara and see some of the theories of where it came from. Ah yes, an Italian pasta dish from Rome. Of course made with eggs, cheese, and guanciale or pancetta. And of course you can use bacon, which works well also. Why is it called pasta carbonara? It's a fact the word carbonara didn't even enter the culinary vocabulary until after World War II. It was first mentioned in 1950 in an Italian newspaper called La Stampa. However, mixing eggs with cheese to make pasta sauce has been an Italian thing for much longer than that. You know, another story is that food shortages after the liberation of Rome in 1944 were so severe that the Allied troops distributed egg and bacon, which the local populace used with water to season the easily stored dried pasta. All right, well, we're ready. First of all, we have got our barilla, our 6 ounces of pasta per serving right there for you. And of course, next we've got the Knorr chicken flavored bouillon. And remember, 1 teaspoon per cup of water. Okay, we got that. 2 egg yolks, 2 ounces of pancetta, 1.5 ounces of Parmesan cheese, half a teaspoon of olive oil, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of red pepper flake. We've got all our ingredients. Let's make the pasta. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do here is I wanna make some stock, right? And you might think of stock with spaghetti carbonara. I actually like to make a little bit of a stock because it gets into the pasta and makes it even better. So what I do is I take some hot water and I actually mix about an additional 2 cups. And I will add that chicken bouillon to it. I showed you before. Mix that around a little bit, no big deal. Now we're gonna add that chicken stock to the water. Just add a little bit of flavor to that pasta, and our pasta water is good to go. Remember our 6 ounces of pasta for 1 person, yeah? Okay, we're going in there. We're gonna cook some of our pancetta, and what I'm gonna do is once I get this done, I'm gonna put it aside. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it warm. It's gonna get nice and crispy. And then again, we're gonna put it aside. And we'll add the pasta back in there, but it's gonna take about 10 minutes for that pasta to get done. And you can even do, if you're like, well, how long? Just set 10 minutes. Boom, you're okay. And we'll be back. Now you can see that bacon is getting caramelized. It's really going to add a lot of flavor to that pasta. Make sure we save some of that grease because we're going to use it. All right, it is pasta time. So now what we want to do, of course, is add some cheese to this. Then we're going to bring in our egg yolk to make it nice and rich. And that's, of course, one of the key ingredients in doing this. And we want to toss that around, mix it around, toss it around, whatever works for you. And of course, then we're going to add our delicious pancetta that we cooked earlier. Add that back to the pan, and that's going to make it, of course, wonderful. Add a little bit of red pepper flake and some black pepper. And of course, just a little bit of salt. We don't want to use too much because remember they have that pancetta in there, so we don't want to make it salty. Toss that around again. Yep. Okay, this is a key instruction in this recipe. You want to add about a ladle of that stock back into the pot. Why? Well, because that pasta is going to absorb that stock, and that's what it's going to give it that wonderful flavor, of course, along with the bacon. But you can see how creamy it's getting. If you don't do that, it's going to be very dry. So make sure that you add that stock back into the pan. And we're going to do that again when we put it in the bowl. Of course, we add some more cheese, mix it around, toss it around, and we are getting so close. Okay, it's pasta time. Recommend that you use a bowl, because remember what I said earlier? We are going to take a ladle of our stock and place that right next to the pasta, and it'll seep down in there, and the pasta will continue to absorb that stock. And there you go. We're going to add a little bit more cheese to this, and it is time to eat. Oh hey, oh my God, right on. So we finished this, huh? Well, spaghetti alla carbonara, and there you go, right there. So I guess I probably should try some of this. Yeah. Wow, nice. A little bit of pepper flake, delicious. So you saw how it was done. Pretty easy to do. This dish is best made in individual pans. If you group it up and like you're gonna make it for like 3 or 4 people, not as good. You want to try to keep it in individual pans. I know it's more work for you to do, but it does come out better, and that's the way they do it in restaurants. So just a little tip for you, right? Hey, so this is your first time checking this out. I certainly would appreciate if you hit that like button and maybe consider subscribing. That would be cool, right? If you do ring the bell, you're going to be notified when I come up with the next video for you. So got some good stuff coming up in the future, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, ShawneyFood.com. Take care. Okay. Sean from Shawnee Food. Food that you're gonna make for yourself, your family. Hey everybody, Sean here. Let's see. Oh, you got Ella. Okay, that's it. I'm out.